Alright gang, well we are out. Now I am using my iPhone. Oh, maybe I shouldn't give him a plug. Anyway, hey, I'm out here with my smartphone. And I was going to do some live digging. However, there is no cell out here. So, I'm stuck with my maps, stuck with using an old-fashioned compass. Life is good. But you know what? Some of these spots are harder to find because you don't have those things. So what we are doing is going down an old stagecoach road, and there's things here that you're kind of expecting to find, like horseshoes and various metal bits, because even after it stopped being a stagecoach road or a wagon road, we started having cars, and then it fell into disuse. However, we have a coin that somebody has dropped, and it happens to be an Indian. But yeah, it's rather beat up, but we'll still take it home anyway, and we'll try and get a date off of it. But yeah, she is rather road worn. Anyway, all right gang, stay tuned for more. All right gang, well, we are still doing the old stagecoach road, and this part is actually quite better, and it's passable even with a car. So we drove down a little bit, and we of course are out with the AT Pro. And for this, folks, hey, you know what, we didn't even need it, because this coin here was laying right on top. See, all the corrosion has probably been laying like that for 50, 60, 70, 80 plus years. It's a focus, there we go. It's an old wheat cent, and it's a little beat up. I could probably get a date off of it once I get it home with a magnifying glass, but of course, you know, we'll take a look at it. Who knows, you may be even seeing what the date is right now. All right gang, hey, stay tuned for more. All right, gang, here we are with the AT Pro, and we have the storm coil on, as you can see. And we're going to run this over our little test garden to see how it compares with the standard Garrett AT Pro coil. Now, we're going to do a couple of these. Right now in our test garden, we only have a quarter and a penny at various depths, and we'll go over that as we hit over it so you folks can see it too. But eventually we're going to expand our test garden with something other than a penny, cent, or a quarter. But anyway, gang, just for now, just for this observation, we're going to see how it compares. And then eventually, if we ever get rain again in this part of the world, why, we'll come out here when it's wet and see how it does. See if we get any deeper yet. And if it doesn't rain, I'll come out here and turn the hose on for a while. Anyway, gang, but here we go. For you accessory naysayers, I think that this would be a good test. Anyway, gang. All right, gang, you ready? Just make sure you guys can see this. And in my test garden here, I have a fairly good idea because I haven't marked out where everything is. And we'll see if we can check it out, see how it reads. Now, this first target should be a quarter at 2 inches deep. And there you go. And over here we should have the penny. As you can see, this is no big challenge, especially at 2 inches deep for the storm coil. But we are going to jump ahead. We're going to go over to 8 inches and then 12. And my test garden I don't know if I previously said this in the making the test garden video, but this area is kind of, how do we put it, contaminated with other metals, which is kind of done on purpose because out in the field, you're not going to come across a spot that's only going to have treasure and no little bits. So this was kind of actually done on purpose. I do have spots in the property here where I could have actually did a better job with no other interference, but again, that wouldn't be how it's really functioning. Anyway, gang, hey, let's go over and hit the quarter that's 8 inches deep. Now, I am almost certain that is the target. But, gang, I'm actually a little shocked. I got no number for it. And it was only a slight skip. Alright, let's go over here to the penny. Now we are operating in Pro 0, and I do have iron discrimination on up to 40. But again, folks, as you can see, even the penny is still giving a good squeak, but no VDI number. So that's food for thought. But at least the squeak is accurate, and now comes the test. I am actually amazed. I got nothing at 12. Now I'm going to turn that sensitivity all the way up. And you can hear she's getting a little talkative. But we're going to run her over again and see what we can find. Well, I know I'm going to find. I'm going to find what stuff I buried in my test garden. That's silly. But anyway. Okay, now with the sensitivity all the way up and the discrimination up a little bit, that's coming through with the VDI, no problem whatsoever. And same thing at the 8. And the 12. I am shocked. Alright now, gang. At the 12, it's iffy. She wants to sound off, but is very faint. As actually, believe it or not, picking up the penny better, even with the VDI. How about that? It actually is picking up the penny better than the quarter. And okay, there we go. We tried directions. And that's giving it a little bit. But now that is with the sensitivity all the way up, and we have the iron discrimination on 40. Now, realistically in the field, I'm running at 1 notch down from sensitivity, and I'm running probably with iron discrimination anywhere between 25 to 35, because I'm sorry folks, but sometimes not all iron is bad. But anyway, hey, that's just some food for thought for you. You know what, we had a signal with the sensitivity all the way up I'm wondering if we can even go deeper yet. Uh-oh. I might be out here digging more holes. But anyway, gang, this is going to be a comparison anyway for the standard stock coil and this storm coil. So, see what you make of it. And we'll come back out probably later on this week with the stock coil and see how it measures up.